You look at the parish mission statement, you look at the school mission statement, both of them talk about drawing a community of believers together and really talking about how we go out into the world and we share that faith with others. School program certainly has a rich academic tradition. We've excelled academically for years. Our average 7th grade class finishes in the top 5% in the country in the Iowa Test of Basic Skills. But what we're really focusing on is not only the brain, the development of the mind and the brain, but we're also looking at the development of the person so that they really deeply discover Christ's purpose and plan for their life and then align themselves to that.
I always look back at, especially now with our son in college and 2 in high school, we just have the one there, that St. Mary's was a gift that we were able to give them.
Best way I can describe it is a family. You don't feel necessarily like it's a school. It's a family, they all care about each other.
We wanted our children to have a good foundation growing up, Christian education, somewhere where they'd learn values.
For me, it's a really great program. As a single mom, things were tight, I'm not going to lie. And having the Fair Share program to reduce the tuition, I don't know that I could have done the full tuition without that. And it's been a godsend.
Fair Share is one of those programs that until you come here and experience it, you really maybe don't understand it. It is a true stewardship appeal. It is about families providing what they can towards the education of their child. What that does is it allows us to be truly accessible for all families. That's critical. I know that if we didn't have this program in place, we would lose probably 1/3 of our families. They would not be able to access Catholic education. And that's what their heart, desires. Finances will never be a consideration in whether or not you're attending St. Mary's Catholic School.
The reason it's there is because they want everyone at St. Mary's. Once you're there, you are part of that family. The second you walk in the door, they want to keep you there.
We have an opportunity to leave our legacy for others. And so what we're doing is we're starting with the school building because that was our most urgent need, was to expand our classroom space. Next year, we hope to finish building our middle school area. It's one of those things that's real exciting. That's phase 1. Phase 2, we move into our gymnasium and our cafeteria and our library for our school, and we also connect our school to our church. There's a lot of steps here, and we're just trying to get it all done. And our parishioners have been more than generous.
We put roughly about 37% of our annual income into the school. It is a high percentage, and that comes almost directly out of the people that come to church and put into the collection basket. It is such a large commitment that the parish budget becomes very constrained by it to keep the school open, as it is almost in every parish. The legacy is what is there left for those to come, and what will hopefully be there for a long time.
There are 75 million Catholics in this country approximately, and there's approximately 250 Christians in this country. And just looking at an opportunity again to keep our building upgraded and provide for the needs of the children, even if those 75 million, even if 10% of them gave us $1, we would have more than enough to finish our campaign and continue to provide a Catholic education to all students and all families.
St. Mary's was right for us because we wanted that Christian value system. We wanted them to have a sense of spirituality about them, and St. Mary's has brought that to the table, and legacy affords the school the opportunity to keep that community growing.
We make sacrifices for our kids every day because there's nothing more important, and more important than their health is their education, and you can't put a price tag on that.
We want to make sure we have the opportunity to serve anyone who comes. We don't want to be limited by our facilities or by our space. We want to make sure that we're able to serve them and not just fit them into a classroom, but serve them well. We need the space to be able to adequately serve and have the ministries that are important for the future generations.